Y'all come on in, baby. Come on in. I wait for everybody to come on in. 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 Y'all keep on coming in. Keep on coming in. Come in. Y'all know when I go live. Y'all know I'm gonna go live. Keep on coming in. Keep coming in. Keep on coming in. Keep on coming in. Come on in. That's right. Keep on coming in. Y'all keep on coming in. Come on 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 in. Come on.
There's no budget here at the Boom Boom Room. See, we have no glam squad here. There's no hairstylist, no nail technician, no makeup artist, just you. This is a do-it-yourself type of gig over here, sweetie. So guess what? This will separate the little girl from the women. Now let's get to work.
Y'all keep on coming in. Come on 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 in. Come on. Y'all come on in, baby.
Yeah, I think you're frozen, Chevelle.
Your audio way off. Sound robotic.
Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to Our Point of View. It's another Wednesday. It's October the 11th. We're so glad that you are here with us. Thank you, Mr. D. It is wonderful to be back. I have been a while away for about 2 weeks now.
Yeah, which seems like an eternity. Where you been?
The week previous, we were getting ready to start a new grant starting in January. So we had to start getting our grant writing done so we can present it to the county so they can approve what we were going to do with the money and all that stuff. Oh, Chevelle is back. And so then last week, of course, I was away in Las Vegas at Mr. Gay America. So it was really nice to be out there and to get out and get about for a little bit.
Okay.
Am I back?
You're back, Sugar. You back, Sugar.
I'm not robotic, Emma.
No,
you sound good.
Not Emma.
Oh, okay, good. Good. Emma.
Not Emma.
Welcome back, Dominique.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be back in the land of the living of Our Point of View.
Yes, it's good to have you back, girl. Good to have you back. Trying to get you.
What other land were you in if it wasn't the living?
The land of the gays and the land of work.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Our Point of View. If you haven't, please subscribe to Chevelle Brooks 75. You can also catch us on your YouTube Music podcast and just search Our Point of View podcast on your YouTube Music, and you can listen to us on YouTube Music.
Yeah.
Trent, how you been?
I've been good. I ain't got no complaints.
That's good. I've been good too. I've been busy, quite busy.
But when aren't you?
Child, listen.
Okay.
I need to really take some time out for myself sometime. But when Queen is over, I definitely will take some time out. But
That's a lie.
Yeah.
A little bit before Queen, so that she got more busy after she became. Well, she was always a queen, but when she became the queen, she got more busy. You're always busy. And just these two, just the little traveling that I did, it wore me out. I got back to the house and I was like, "Oh no, I can't." You
don't want to do it no more.
I said, "Oh, I can't. This is not for me."
That's not the life, right?
No, man. No, man.
I think I'd probably be bored if I didn't, honey. So, yeah. Thank God they let me do it. So I'm gonna do it until I can't do it no more.
Okay.
Go out and
listen.
I'm telling you.
It's time for hot topics. I don't know what
Nia must be
Nia probably,
sucking some head.
baby. Nia probably had a low down party at the card game last night.
Come on, Nia.
And they was carding it too over there. I saw.
Oh, look at that! Look what we got!
Here we go.
Look what we got! Look what we got!
Child, that is so funny. Call and he pops right on up,
You
baby.
rang.
Yes, indeed. You rang. Is he in there on your end? Is he in on y'all end?
Hey, Timothy.
Hi, everybody. Hey, Timothy.
Shout out to Trey Son.
Trey Son, I don't know.
Trey Son is in the building.
He haven't came up with that. Shout out to Nikki Diamond Simone is in.
Shout out to Nikki.
Hi, Nikki.
LeVar, Diamond. I don't know how that keep. I don't know what. Let me see what page that comes from, and it comes from my own page, Lord. About the drawing. I don't like it. Neil had to come back out and come back in. It's time for hot topics, and when Neil come in, we'll chat with him a little bit. But over the week, Lala, Milan, and Tyler P announced that they were happily pregnant. And they posted some pictures on, I think it was Essence Magazine. They did a beautiful, beautiful spread. Hey, Smacks.
Shout out to Smacks.
They did a beautiful spread in Essence Magazine. It was lovely. Did the picture come up? Yeah. Okay. And so shout out to her and congratulations to Lala and Tyler P. And they had what's like going like. They look nice. She was really pretty. She looked really pretty. They was kind of like going in on Tyler P and saying, well, isn't he gay? And some people saying he was bisexual. I went on somebody post that was talking about it, and some guy say, well, the person was saying something like, y'all always want to say somebody gay and this and that. The person said, well, I actually met him and he said out his own mouth that he was bisexual, and I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, they have them these days.
They sure
they
do.
even had the gays that would have, a baby with a girl. They even have the girls that would have a baby with a gay. Hey, Neil, you backtracked and stuff?
Yes, I was. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I was in. Then Smacks called me. I'm like that, and it kicked me out.
Knowing you probably was wondering where you was at. Hey, Jasmine Terrell. But so we're talking about Lala, Milan, and Tyler P, Neil, being pregnant and how the kids was, I thought he was gay, I thought he was bisexual, and this and the other, and they going in.
Well, you can be gay and still have sex with a woman. You can be bisexual and still have sex with a woman. I mean, I know plenty of gay people out here who are just gay, and they have kids that's 2, 3, 4, 5 years old, 20 years old. So,
baby, listen. I have some friends that their children is the same age as me. Listen, okay. I drag queens, trans women, trans men, everybody. Like, what was the big deal? Let's celebrate that these people is bringing a life into this world, and that they happy. But she had one on, and it's in 2 parts, and she didn't post it, so they got like some little commercial snippets in it, and I like to break it up. But I want y'all to hear what she said. She said some stuff.
Let's address that. I will never address it on Instagram because honestly, most of those people are miserable, and that's where the comments came from. But I want to address this generally, right? I think it's so funny how in America, specifically the urban and the Black culture, people can look at a picture of a man and guess his sexuality, right? And we don't see that done with any other race. We don't. See white women saying, "Oh, he's gay." It's only in black culture, right? And the things that people think makes a person gay is so funny to me. Because my man takes care of himself, he's naturally pretty, beautiful, right? He has
There's nothing
a soft face, you know. He's a model, you know. Because he's naturally that way, the fact that he takes care of himself, has a manicure, and, you know, poses for pictures and stuff like that. Poses for pictures and stuff like that, you know, people are like, oh, he's feminine, he's blah, blah, blah. Poses for pictures and stuff like that, you know, people are like, oh, he's feminine, he's blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you something. I've dealt with the hoodest of the hoodest niggas. For real. And those men have more feminine traits than getting manicures and taking care of themselves. I feel like in the black community, their definition of a man being masculine is looking like his ass stink. Or being all tough, not smiling, not being comfortable with themselves, not being able to be around any man that looks different than themselves. It's the weirdest thing. And I hate that for us. When we're over in the UK, ain't nobody worried about nobody's sexuality. There's men who dress different kinds of ways that would be considered feminine here in the US, and they are straight, and there's women who is on their body. Here in America, they would insult them. Those same men who are attractive in another country, they would insult them and probably say that they look feminine. And people wonder why men feel the need to be down.
You know what though? She ain't told no fucking lie though. Masculinity like takes precedence in the black community, even in the gay community. They still rather have a masculine man than anything. Everything just have to be super mask all the fucking time.
Which is crazy because I feel like people we almost like harm ourselves by saying what a gay male should be and what they shouldn't look like or should act like. So it's like we're being counterproductive to me when we say, oh, this person looks gay or this person acts gay or this person does those things. I'm like, what does that mean? Like, do I need to carry a flag or something? Or like, I don't know what it means when somebody like, because there are men that are just naturally just well put together men. There are men that take care of themselves. There are men that get manicure, pedicures all the time. And you know, it questions, like I remember like 5-10 years ago, people were like, oh, metrosexual. That was real big. People kept saying metrosexual. And it's just like, okay, heterosexual men that, you know, really embody all those things. But if I was her, I'm not sure that in my happy moment, in my joyous moment, I would have took time on my day to even address
That's all
y'all.
I'm saying.
I wouldn't took time on my day to even give y'all the satisfaction, because at the end of the day, I'm like, you're a comedian. You make light of so many things. So this, not even the comedians are getting sensitive. So I'm like, girl, get off of here.
I'm just like, you know, she did hit the nail on the head for a lot of stuff, and they do that even in our community, the LGBTQI, LMNOPQRSTUV. They do it in their community, especially like when two drag girls go together or two feminine boys go together, you know, or something like that. They do it when trans men and trans women go together. You know, if it's not men on men and women on women, some people just don't understand it in our community.
Right.
You know, if a gay boy like a trans woman, they don't get it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know, it's a problem. Right. You know, why can't this young man find love in her and, you know, and love her and seeing if he is gay or bisexual or whatever like me, and that's his business.
That's his business.
Well, that's why I feel like she shouldn't even went live, because something comes out and it comes out that this man has had a boyfriend, has did all these things. Now you looking crazy. That's why I'm like, don't even address these people. As long as you and your other partner are happy in y'all bubble and what works for y'all, why are you trying to impress everybody else?
Right, but you know, that come from reading the comments though. As an entertainer, you're really not supposed to read those comments. A lot of entertainers have their comments cut off so they can't read them. But you see too much stuff, you just get tired of it. She just wanted to address it. But I think the most shocking thing out of all this is her before and after. The way she looked on that camera versus the way she looked in that picture. That was more controversial to me than him looking gay. Bitch, you look pretty.
Shout out to Girl Down Podcast.
You look pretty. You look pretty. Fuck him looking gay. You look pretty. How?
I'm happy for them. I'm really happy for them.
She snagged a nice looking one too.
Yes, she did, honey. Yes, she did. And you know, it was a lot of pageants going on this week. A lot of pageants going on this past week. Now, all this pageant seems like it's been around now. Bitch, I didn't even know this pageant's been around this long. Gigi's in Detroit. And that's why Coco was not here last week, because she's a former Miss Gigi's newcomer, right? No, yeah. Yeah, my daughter's a former Miss Gigi's newcomer. And it's been around for 50 years. Come on, so shout out to Gigi's. And the winner was Miss Gigi's Amateur was Jules Jubilee. Miss Gigi's was Bertha Charles. Miss Gigi's Classic is Victoria Sanchez. So shout out to them ladies. And my daughter was there, Coco, and friend to the show, Diamond, was also celebrating her 10-year anniversary as Miss Gigi's class. So shout out to Diamond. She's always supportive of our show, and she's a wonderful person. If y'all ever run into her, she's love pageantry and shows, all that kind of stuff.
Such a nice lady.
Such a nice lady. Y'all give her some love. And congratulations, daughter. I'm glad you went home. You look beautiful. And you look lovely on the show. Thank you. Representing. She was nervous and stuff. I had to call and talk off the ledge. Come on, Coco. Yes, I was so proud of my daughter, honey. I'm sure everybody down there was happy to see her. And shout out to the Gigi's Pageant Challenge. I'm going to have to go to Detroit just to go to Gigi's for 50 years. Yeah. Next year, I'm going in just to go to Gigi's, and I'm coming right out. Yeah,
you got to stop by the Clock Sisters' house too.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna do some of that. Maybe I'm gonna stop by there first, so then that'll make my stay a little easier for the 2-3 days I need to stay there. Because y'all know Detroit is dangerous.
Detroit is rough.
And I want to go to that little pawn shop that they got. What you call it? Just to go in there and see the daddy and the daughter and the son is still in there getting into it and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I love that show. That's one of my favorite shows. My mama watching it now. She calls, "Have you seen it?" Yeah, I've seen it. So, you know, I got to go to the Clark Sisters first so I can let them pray over me and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I definitely got to go to the Motown Museum. Yeah. And so, you know, I messed with Detroit when I was there for a couple of hours.
A couple of hours.
You know, I want to go to what's the Motown? I want to visit there too. I want to see what Diana Ross had her first baby. I mean, record. Got her first record.
Too far. When I was, it's so funny. I met the icon April Summers. For y'all don't know who April Summers is, she's a Patti LaBelle illusionist. She's from Detroit, and she first brought me there because she saw me on the Miss Black America videotape. So she brought me there to perform at Gold Coast. Yeah. And when I was there, it was me and Daisy Dead Pedals, I think. It was us, and they gave us a car, and it was a little Volkswagen, and we drove around. They picked us up from the airport, took us to our hotel. This is y'all car. This is how y'all get to and from the club, and this, that, and the other, and boom.
Wow.
So
That's very
yeah, so we got to drive
Very
around the
grand.
city a little bit, and we drove by the Motown thing and all that kind of stuff like that. We
Mhm.
mind y'all, there was no GPS in back then,
Yeah. It was
so
Was
we
y'all
was
reading the
very
map?
computer. Yes,
MapQuest.
MapQuest printed out.
Oh yeah. That was like in the 90s, right? Like 95, 96.
It was like, it was like
Wow.
97, 96, 97, something. Yeah. So
No.
yeah, shout out to
Mm-mm.
Detroit, child.
Shout out to Detroit.
Don't go. Don't go.
Don't do
Don't
Don't go.
Don't be like that.
I went to
I want to go,
one
and I'm
time.
scared because it's a
No.
low-down trade in Detroit, and y'all know I want.
But look, the real estate cheap. You could buy a 5-bedroom for about 10,000.
Ooh, a little cheaper than that.
But you just can't
live
stay in
there.
it until they,
No, ma'am. No,
Games
no. I'm just going, Diamond, please let me just stay at your house, girl. Please let me stay at your house and let chauffeur me around a little bit, girl. I promise you, I'll pay for gas.
Oh, it's beautiful there.
So this pageant, it's another pageant that's been around. They're getting ready to celebrate 20 years, from what I heard, but they've been back and forth a little bit. This Glamour City pageant that's been tearing waves up for the last couple of days. So they took the pageant away from the newcomer queen, which is her name is Nicolette. She's from here in Houston, Texas. She's from Dallas, but she lives here in Houston. And they took the title away from her. And only because I think she went to jail for a couple of days. And so BJ had made a post about like how they took the title away. I'm sure everybody's seen that. I didn't pull it and put it on up or nothing. But so everybody like jumped on the bandwagon and like was like, y'all wrong for that, this and the third, blah, 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 blah. And it states in their contract that, the queen had to be in jail for like 30 days. And the girl just won the pageant like 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks
I'm
ago.
sorry.
I was like,
I'm sorry for laughing, y'all.
2 weeks ago.
That's not right.
The ink ain't even dry on the contract.
No,
That
it's
is
not.
shady. 2 weeks
I'm
ago.
so sorry for that.
That's not.
The girl
weeks.
just won the pageant 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And they already
no.
took it for her. So that means somebody had it out for her. I don't know who it was.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know who it was. But somebody had it out for this young lady. And
What
she
are you
started the clock.
saying that? Are you saying that she couldn't have been in jail for 30 days over 2 week time?
No, it states
No.
that if you locked up for more than 30 days.
So she ain't reached that 30 days yet?
She ain't even reached 14 days.
She made a post and everything. I'm like, girl. So I don't even allegedly that's why they be thrown to her or whatever. Everybody like went on the bandwagon so to support her. Even the king and queen was like relinquishing their rights to their pageant. They giving up, the pageant. She made a post, and y'all know my end. I don't know if it come up and y'all see it. Start reading it to somebody.
Okay.
What she said. Okay, there you go. I hate to say it, but me and my king, Antoine Martin, parted ways with Glamour City Pageantry System newcomer division. It's kind of crazy how you work hard for something that you really wanted and to get taken away from you in a blink of an eye. It's heartbreaking, but life goes on. I'm not hurt. However, I'm disgusted about the whole situation. Now that we got that over with, always remember you two can have the key to the city. Love you, Chris Davenport Ross, Auntie. Yeah, that just. So she made that post, and then
So did the king go to jail too?
No.
no,
Oh, he just decided to.
In support of his.
I guess he
claim.
felt like it wasn't right because
Yeah.
the queen, the big king and queen, they felt it wasn't right either. So they decided to relinquish their
Rights and stuff.
So they don't have any
Also-
title holders right now.
No, it gets the plot
Right.
thickens. The plot thickens.
the plot
Oh.
thickens.
Oh my God.
So
Okay.
everybody goes to bat for her or whatever. And then Glamour City posts this. On behalf of the Glamour City Pageant System, after deep conversations and communications with the board of directors of Glamour City Pageant System, we would like to send our deepest apologies to Nicolette Bonet Davenport for the damage that may have been caused by any prior posts or choices made. We at Glamour City aren't governed by unpopular opinions, decisions, and choices. We're human and we make mistakes, but we are professionals enough to realize when it's time to right ourselves. The locks have been changed and the keys will be reissued. At this point, we are choosing to hear our community gain and understanding, and now we will do what's best for business. We are now welcoming Chris Davenport Ross, Antoine Martin, and Nicolette Bonet Davenport back into the GCPS family.
Hand me my motherfucking keys and snatch them when you take them.
But do you want it? Do you want it back at this point?
I don't want it.
That's what I was saying. Do you want it back at that point?
No.
Because my issue is okay, and I don't know anything about the system, but I'm just
Me either.
The situation that why didn't you just follow the contract to begin with? If it says 30 days. Which I was not in 30 days,
allegedly.
Then whatever the case may be, then why did you dethrone me in the first place?
Did you really want the first runner up? I think they really wanted the first runner up because
that's
they said
what they were saying.
They were saying, well, I don't know, this hearsay allegedly that the first runner up mother is on the board too, and she voted for the girl to be dethroned.
Get that bitch out of here. Get that bitch out of here.
This is wait a minute. But, I don't know.
To be honest with you, if I was the dethroned person, I really wouldn't want it at this point.
No.
I mean, because that's almost like being wrongfully fired from a job and they say, oh, you know what, we take it back. The embarrassment is already there. Yeah. And so you fire me, and then you say, okay, oh, well, never mind. We're going to nah, that's okay. I'm good.
You're right.
So,
that's
they crown, dethrone, recrown.
Yeah. But
you know what? Elements there, because like Dominique said, I'll be a little weary about taking it because it was so easily taken away from me. Like, oh.
So I could do anything and y'all would want to dethrone me.
So that's one thing. Then you said the king and the queen, they gave it back to them. They gave it back and made a public Facebook post saying, oh, I'm no longer this. And now we have a conversation, which I think when people are in their emotions and in their feelings, too many things happen, especially on social media and X, Y, Z, and things like social media cannot be the outlet that you go to, because when you calm down and when all parties communicate, which that should be the first thing. I shouldn't be.
And then y'all think that the takedown be the takedown. No, somebody got it. I shouldn't go on social media to find out that, oh, Dominique is no longer part of this cast anymore. That should be a conversation that we all have internally to discuss X, Y, and Z. But social media is going to be the death for some of these people because everybody's so quick to rush to social media just so they can get the views and the likes and the comments on them, that they're just being irrational.
Yeah. Well, shout out to BJ though, because BJ, let me tell you something about BJ. BJ gonna stand up for the girls, okay? Yes, he gonna stand up. You ain't just gonna do his people any kind of way. And sometimes you be like, well, shut the hell up, BJ. But really, BJ be standing for the kids. And because somebody's not afraid to make that type of noise and hold people to their motherfucking word, that shit happens. And I like how Jackson stick together. Like, oh, you gonna dethrone her for nothing? Well, then how about I don't have the title neither? Shit, you ain't even got nobody. You don't even have a first. I don't even have a first runner up to give my shit to. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you want that much controversy and you already ain't got the numbers in your pageant? Work on your shit behind scenes and promote. You know what I'm saying? Promote your person. You know, but I'm less like that girl. Give me my motherfucking title back. I ain't got no attitude. Bitch, get my title back. That's my shit. That's my shit. That's my name. I traveled there to do that motherfucking pageant. I had to pay makeup artists, backstages, and every motherfucking thing. Bitch, give me my title back. And we ain't got to talk all year. You could just
we do. Because now I want some more money. Y'all done embarrassed me. Y'all done embarrassed me. Or either that or we going to court.
And then
there's a contract. If there's a contract that say 30 days and I'm with the jail, so I need to go to court. I need to win because I might have to pay a lawyer.
Yeah. First off, people talk about these contracts. Y'all be on these contracts giving your stage name, your fake names, and different information. But
see, that's their fault.
Yeah. What is the board? Like when people say, "Oh, I'm on the board of this page. I'm on the board." What is the board?
I don't know.
The board for your pageant is you and Pampers.
That's it. That's it. And I be trying to feel like, what is a board and what is the board doing?
Right.
What?
Like Jawaka Tima said, then they had to dethrone the first runner up from being queen.
Damn.
Oh, yes, they did.
Right. So that goes so deep. Like, what the fuck?
Now she embarrassed.
Right. Those two people have been dethroned.
No.
How many times is that crown up for grabs?
This is a debacle.
Bitch, re-give me my envelope too. Because I don't want it all over again.
No.
Cash out give the first one up her coins too.
Yes. Give her the remaining money and her step down money.
Was it announced that the first one up would be queen?
Well, she was, but then that was short-lived.
So they announced that the first one up.
I don't know. God bless them though.
They had to. They
also over the weekend, there was right, dissolve the board, but just throw away the page. Anyway, also this weekend was Continental Newcomer. And there were all types of stipulations that you couldn't that you had to abide by to be Continental Newcomer. So congratulations to Dioscar Montesino, Mr. Continental Newcomer, and Dominique, Miss Continental Newcomer.
She is painted, bitch.
She's painted. That's Marilyn Monroe's daughter. Oh my God. And she's from Tampa. I don't know where Geo is from, but congratulations to those two individuals. And there were 9 girls and 6 boys, I think. Something like that. You take it. Is that bad? Yeah, you take that bad. So yeah, congratulations to those newcomer individuals that won newcomer. And they also announced that if they want to go to Continental, they are more than welcome to go. I think the entry fee is paid.
That's stupid as shit.
Continental. And that happened.
That's stupid as shit.
Oh, Jawaka Tima said yes, they announced it. About the first one up.
See? That girl lost twice.
Athena say this happens far too often. This happened to me just a few weeks ago. People conspiring behind my back to dethrone me 2 weeks before my give up. No one had said a word to me or they were upset or anything. Once I heard, I was furious, read them down, and then gave that mess back even after they tried to make it right.
Damn.
But
I think, people be so into like having a moment with somebody, making like I don't know, their life that. So it's all foolish to me. It's all foolish.
Tyler Jenkins, hey, shout out to Mercedes Alexander. Tyler Jenkins is Miss Newcomer, right? The Miss contestant, right? I think that's she's Tyler Jenkins. But let's talk about this. So the Mr. Continental, how you say it?
Newcomer, Miss Continental Newcomer.
There you go.
Yeah.
Him and then Miss Continental. Both of them do drag, bitch. So and they some handsome boys. So put the picture up. Mr. Newcomer say, get you one that do both.
Oh shit now.
Okay.
Or sometimes they gonna switch up on their prelim.
They're gonna switch up on them on the prelim. Yes,
Yeah. Oh, they hot now.
But that Miss Continental Newcomer chick.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Look how she paint.
And you
Look
know,
at that paint.
y'all know that the pictures be touched up, but the woman wear makeup for real.
Yeah.
She do this thing. Y'all seen what she look like on that picture?
Baby, she looks sickening. She looks sickening.
Yes, she do. And they say that the Mr. Newcomer, he's a dancer kind of like the Mr. Continental. He does all of that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Maybe they can dance in each other.
Talent. Yeah. So congratulations to them.
Congratulations. And Jim didn't call out first runner up, second runner up, nothing else. He only called the winner. Not for the male.
I don't know for the female, but the female, the girl from here, her name is Tatiana. She was the first runner up from here. But then I also heard through the grapevine, you know, that some of them contestants was doing drag long.
But my thing is, he need to take that stipulation off of that because
take that off. If you gonna have it, just have a pageant.
Just have if them bitches. Let me tell you something.
There's some bad newcomers out here that can really represent.
But see, I don't want to see nobody who only been doing drag for 2 years wear a swimsuit. They tuck still gonna be off, and all we're gonna see all night long is a meat and 2 veggies. All night long, a meat and 2 veggies. All night long, a meat and
2 red
veggies.
potatoes.
Because the girls are doing this, they tuck to be still showing.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let the vets come through. Some of our vets, newcomers, will go there and fuck it up.
I promise you, I will let Elizabeth Houston go over there and shine. Y'all get y'all a piece of Elizabeth Houston.
Because you can't lie, because if you win and been doing drag more than 4 or 5 years, people gonna be sending proof into the office and shit.
Well, allegedly, they said a girl was in an interview and said she's been doing it for 4 years. Ooh.
So these contestants have the same exact categories as the regular division?
Yes.
Yes. They had question and answer and everything.
Shout out to Flame Monroe. I got a chance to do Flame makeup.
Did you?
Saturday, yeah. She came to Atlanta to host the event. I was on set working with Miss Pat, and she came up there, and it was just so fun to see so many comedians in one spot. Funny as fuck. And Flame, thank you for that thing you gave me.
Jokes and cap on each other and stuff.
I was just about to ask. I know Flame gave you something.
Flame gave me something that had me like I thought I was driving backwards home.
I'm sure.
I didn't know. Like I was sitting at I was at the stop signs waiting on them motherfuckers to turn green. Do you hear me?
Oh my God!
Thank you, Flame.
Flame will have you around here going. Yeah.
Y'all meet Flame in New Orleans December 10th at Queen.
Thank you, Flame.
She will be hosting Queen December 10th in New Orleans for my give up job. It's gonna be a pageant, y'all don't want to miss.
Listen to Ron. Don't want to miss everything.
Also this weekend,
Trent was Miss Flame. I mean, not Miss Flame. Miss Pat kids on that too.
What's a who?
Her kids was that too.
Because
that's the comedy right there.
Oh, baby, them people are so funny.
So y'all saying Miss Pat need a reality show?
I told her that. She said she didn't want to do that though, but she need a reality show.
That's because her kids that she portrayed on that TV show don't like her kids in real life though.
Let me ask you this: Neil. Are you doing the that was
Neil?
That was some shade right there.
You know I gotta keep my job. What the fuck you doing?
But you didn't say that. Neil did, and I need to go Google the children. Are you doing the makeup for the judge show that she's doing?
Yeah.
Oh, that looks like that's gonna be funny.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, that looks like that. I just saw the commercial for that today. Yeah. And I said, "Oh, child, I need to watch that." Also, this weekend was Mr., Miss, and Miss at Large Universal Latina, which I am a former Miss Universal Latina at Large. I was a Latin girl for a year, so why not? And congratulations to Sasha Fierce Collinwood and Mr. Classic Jaime Collinwood.
Oh no, that's not. That's Jesus. Look at our Lord and Savior.
Baby, I said that too. And Candy Fuentes, Miss and Lord. I said he had to have been doing the Jesus for Tyler.
The old rugged cross or something.
That part. And also this weekend was Mr. Gay America. Congratulations to Geo Johnson. Your new Mr. Gay America. It was 18, 19 contestants, and Dominique, like you were saying earlier, you were there. Corey told me he looked like Jesus.
That's what they say.
I'm telling you, our Lord is
Amen. Amen. And shout out to my girl Tatiana Boucher. I cannot wait to see her again. That's my judge.
Is this the young lady in the red?
Yes.
Miss America?
Yes.
No, wait, put the picture back up. Don't do that. That's the young lady in the dress.
Okay.
Oh, he was talking about KC.
No, I was talking about the young lady in the dress.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about
clear.
I don't even know the other young lady.
Yeah, Tatiana Boucher is the one in the dress. So shout out to Gio.
Who is Gio? Where Gio come from?
He's from, I don't know why I want to say this, that he's from Kansas City or something.
He did like a matador.
He does that stuff.
Really?
You know where they put the thing on, they have them shoes and they do all that.
Yes.
What's her name? The beautiful young lady from Texas. Just gave up Miss USA.
Chevelle.
Tonica Cavalli. Yeah, so yeah, he does all of that.
Oh, that makes sense.
Okay.
And a really good Michael Jackson impersonator.
Oh, another Michael Jackson.
He does.
Oh,
really
they say
good.
he's from Phoenix.
Oh, he's from. Is he from? No, Gio's from Phoenix. But I think. I think
you talking about them?
Yeah, I was talking about KC. Yeah, I was talking about KC.
And the Sunshine Band.
Also, shout out to T.S. Madison. She was on the Tamara Hall show this week.
To the queen.
And she really, really, really did a phenomenal job on that. The interview was great. She looked good. She looked good. And she really told you, I want to take a clip from there, but y'all know they be blocking stuff and all that. So look up the interview, the show with T.S. Madison, and shout out to T.S. Madison, and thank you for that. And I'm so glad that she was there to represent us in a great light, and on a national level, and get them to understand trans individuals.
Yeah,
and that we're not out to try to be to take over women and be you. We're just trying to be ourselves, and we're trying to be accepted, and we want to be acknowledged as such. We're not trying to say that we are you. We love you. We came from you.
Yeah.
I love how she when she got to the part where she talked about politics and how people use trans people or gay people and try to demonize them, and
you're right.
You use them in such a small portion of the population, and you say, oh, if I get elected, I'm going to get these individuals, I'm going to stop these individuals from being around our kids or X, Y, and Z, as if trans people or gay people have been like some demons or monsters around kids forever. Like it's like
So if anything, we the ones loving and embracing the kids.
Yes. And the thing is,
it's these nasty okay.
Yes.
Go ahead,
I enjoy how she spoke about that, because it touched on, for me, the importance of trans people, gay individuals, really understanding politics and really getting to know politics. And even, if you're uncomfortable with it or don't know as much about it, look into it, because people are using you for a vote, but then they're not really doing anything to help move your cause, your agenda, once they get elected.
Once they get in office.
And then, some people who are Republicans or Trumpsters or whoever you are, you think it's cool to say, oh, I'm voting for this person. But is that person really moving the agenda that you really are a part of?
Or did they just
Especially-
start talking about it while they was on their campaign?
Yeah.
What were they doing before they started running for the campaign? Were
Well,
they
like-
on the team first, or were they getting it just to get the vote?
I never understood why transgenders have anything to do with politics in 2020 anything, because
Unless you have been trying to work for them prior.
Well, it wasn't an issue in the 90s and the early 2000s. Nobody brought up those individuals or group of people, but now it's clickbait and people's like, oh, let me grab a hold of something. And I'm going to talk about this so much that you're going to think that, although it's probably only 2 or 3% of people I'm talking about, you're going to think that 2 or 3% of people represent like 90% of people.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad that she exposed that part and brought light to that.
Yeah. She represent well.
She does.
Shout out to you, TS Madison, and keep spearheading this and you know, keep teaching this dumbass world.
And I love how, you know, she changed up, you know, who you know, who she started as, and she owns it. And she said, y'all saw me with it out at first. Y'all know that's who I was.
Right.
But now she know who she is as a woman and who she represents now. Right. You know, and what she represents and who she's speaking for. And I love that. I love that because, you know, what I believe that what she speaks for is what she believes in, and she's not speaking for something that she don't believe in.
And the thing is, when you acknowledge your past and your shaky ways, not even shaky ways, you had to make money. And she made a lot of money being the big dick bitch. Huh. She made a lot of money.
Yeah. Oh, you had to give her handle. You had to say her handle.
I'm trying to give her.
Oh, you had to say her handle.
Yeah, I'm trying to, hey, she made a lot of money. She made a lot of money doing that. And when you own who you are, it takes away other people trying to expose you because you know your journey.
Right.
So I'm like, yeah, this is what I did. I was this, and now I'm this. So respect my journey. Some people, when they get to a certain platform, they don't want to acknowledge all the things they did prior to. They don't want to acknowledge those things, so they were like, oh, it's all peaches and cream. No, it wasn't peaches and cream.
That's just like, what his name? Is it Antonio? Is it Antonio, the guy that used to do porn that was on he was on Law and Order and I think with all the tattoos on his face and stuff. We talked about him on the show before, and they tried to call him out. He ain't ashamed of what he did. He ain't doing it. No. But you know, you have to do what you have to do when you was younger to make things with shit. Look at Vanessa Williams. They took that from her, and she did that before she won Miss America.
Right.
The happy couple that everybody wants to live up to in their marriage and all that kind of stuff. Jada has finally came out and admitted that her and Will have been separated for 7 years. And I knew it was something in the trenches and stuff. It was something down there, and yeah. But honey, she have said that they have been separated for 7 years, and this is a little interview that she did, and we're gonna come back and talk about it.
But the thing that surprised me the most, that I actually had to reread it because I said, is this true?
Right.
Was that in 2016, you and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives.
Yes.
It was not a divorce on paper, but it was a divorce. So from the year 2016, which is 7 years ago now,
yes,
y'all have been apart.
Yeah.
But in public, the couple, who married in 1997, denied the gossip about their marriage. Over the next several years, Jada and Will kept up the appearance of a committed married couple.
So why do that? Like, what was the reason?
I think just not being ready yet. Still trying to figure out between the
Ain't that some shit?
Yeah, I'm so tired of Jada Pinkett Smith. I mean, I'm so tired of her ass. I mean,
oh, goodness.
She literally drains me. That just drains the shit out of me. Like,
damn, tell her how you
I
really
feel like she like anytime nobody's talking about it, it's too calm over here. Okay, let's do something to bring some more attention to this family. Because bitch, if you are separated from since 2000, I feel like a lot of things that you do that impacts the family, why not do it or as a family? Like, I feel like she do a lot of things and it kind of blindsides Will Smith. The thing with the other guy, acknowledging that publicly, all that kind of stuff. You like blindside this man, so now he got to go to defense.
Wow.
So
that leads back to this. You remember when August said Will gave him permission to be with his wife? You remember that? And they denied that. Like, it made him look kind of like foolish for saying that. But everything makes sense now. You know what I'm saying?
Jada, I mean, I don't know what cougar pussy feel like, but she's just doing a lot for me. She's just doing too much for me. I'm like, this bitch ain't she ain't making movies. She not doing nothing. This bitch need to get to work because she bored.
Because why she write this book? Because I just don't imagine her even needing money or even needing to put out anything about her family. You know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all
did
done
y'all
with
see
each
when
other,
they got the book?
Huh?
Did y'all see when she opened up the box and got the
that box of books that time?
And all of them was there. The mama, Will, the kids, everybody. So y'all already child.
I feel like they just do.
That's why I say everything. When I believe stuff is always calculated in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Like I believe like they were put together. Just like I said, the girl from Sisters and what you call it? Yeah, they were put together for some odd reason. They finna try to make them the Jada and Will.
Yeah.
You know, I think everything is calculated. And so y'all was in this relationship because Jada, you a lesbian and he gay. Or bisexual or whatever.
Allegedly.
And see, that's okay to me because I've always
fine.
When I was a young kid and not even knowing much about this gay lifestyle, when I first got together, I was like, I know she got a dildo fucking him. Like, because her energy, she has such a masculine energy. Like she'll flip your ass over in a heartbeat and you like take it. So
you know what? It was probably being hard for Will being married to her when she always summoning the spirit of Tupac to fuck her at the same time Will fuck her because she can't get over Tupac. He had to compete with Tupac even in his death.
I'm telling you, it's hard to compete with a dead person. It's hard to compete with a dead person.
You think you tan something up and this bitch hollering, thug life.
Y'all but they say Will, like somebody just said Will cheated on her with some white girl. Like, I think it's a whole lot, in there. She's gonna tell some stuff, but she ain't telling everything.
Are we surprised that millionaires cheat? People who have anything they want and almost everything they want in life.
Well, I believe
Tisha Campbell and Dwayne Martin. Yeah.
The more money you have and the more power you have.
And the more access you get.
Yeah, you're gonna cheat. If I'm with somebody who's making $40 million a movie, bitch, I definitely believe this bitch gonna cheat on me.
Hell yeah.
I was with a bitch that worked at McDonald's while in college, and he cheated on me all the time, and he was only making $8.95 an hour.
Okay, Tamara, you dated Will Smith for 3 years, just like so. I'm like, they have to stay in certain things for certain reasons, and that's how they play it in Hollywood. I think I'm putting nothing past Hollywood.
It must be cheaper to stay together though, because they have some.
It's much cheaper to stay together.
They really got a lot to lose.
They have a lot to lose, so I guess just deal with it. I don't know.
And that's why she says that she didn't want to divorce. You got the interview goes on, but I'm gonna get the book and I'm gonna read it. I
Yeah, I want to
really
read
ain't.
it too.
But let me know what it say.
I'm gonna read that
Dummy
book,
said,
and I'm
let me
gonna
know what it
also
say.
read.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna read it, and I'm gonna also read this book that they got out. I didn't put it in today, but not Star, but Sherry Shepherd and Joy was on there today talking about how Barbara Walters was in there with Richard Pryor, and she liked the brothers, and Colin Powell was one of her crushes and stuff like that. And Joy talked too much because everything Sherry would tell Joy would blurt it out and tell people. So I want to get the tea on what's going on at the View and all that kind of stuff. And Barbara Walters good nasty self.
Letting Richard Pryor sniff cocaine off her pussy.
That part. And then Joy gonna say on the couch, between you and me, you sitting in front of a whole bunch of people and everybody in National. And then she gonna look like this, and the audience fell out laughing. But she gonna say, between you and me, Barbara like the brothers.
Yeah.
They said every time Colin Powell come, she scoot over this way too.
Oh.
She wanted him to hit her with the meat.
From the back.
That part. Yeah, you like the brothers. Just don't hurt them, Hammer. History was made with the first all-black gymnast gymnasts to take the podium at the World Championships. Simone Biles, Rebecca Andrade, and Shalise Jones made history as the first black all gymnasts to take the podium. So congratulations to them.
Congratulations.
Simone Biles is back, baby.
Back. We still making history as the first black this, the first black this. We should be been in these numbers a long time ago.
We still making history, but they still doing us wrong.
Congratulations, girls.
And another person that's still doing stuff around here and still making moves is Dominique Sanchez. Dominique Sanchez still playing tennis, baby. She's still winning tournaments and stuff like that. Congratulations to my sister.
You must be really good.
She ain't doing pageants. She going around here playing.
Okay.
Come on, Nick. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Come on.
They said you were good with balls.
Well, honey, I told you. It shouldn't have been a surprise.
They said you are good with balls, baby, no matter the color.
Yes, sister. And what was that at, Dominique?
It was in Memphis, so I left straight from Las Vegas, which the pageant ended on Thursday. I flew to Memphis Friday morning, and the tournament started Friday.
Oh, wow.
Did you and Tamara play against each other?
I heard Tamara is great.
Tamara's good, too.
I've heard that. I heard she's really good.
I have not played with Tamara before, but I heard that she's really good.
You know, they have a gay softball league that Jim Flint is like notorious love, and he used to travel with. That's how I first originally met Jim Flint, because he came to my official meeting to Jim Flint was when he came to Dallas for the gay games for the softball league. And he was there for that, but he came to the pageant because Michelle Dupree was competing for Miss Gay US of A that week. I was at the bar with Jim, and Jim told me, he said, looked at me, he said, how you doing? I said, I'm fine. He said, congratulations. I said, on what? He said, well, if everything goes right, you should be the winner on Friday. I didn't know who Jim was. And then they told me, girl, that was Jim Flint. I was like, really? Oh, okay. But he was there to support, so like he was there for the softball league. They need a tennis league for, like, I don't know if they have one, but they should, because I know a lot of y'all that play tennis in the community.
Different cities have it, and then like at the gay games they have.
Yes, he does, Cora.
They have tennis there, but because what's interesting is that the USTA, the United States Tennis Association, there's no discrimination against trans women playing tennis.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I guess because it's not a touch sport.
Yeah, because some sports are about skill, not necessarily about strength.
Shout out to Roy Lovely Lady.
Hey, Roy Love Lady. Roy Love Lady getting ready for Queen, baby. Y'all come on down to Queen. Roy Love Lovely won the raffle, baby, to Queen. So shout out to
Roy Lovely Lady.
Mahajane DeMornay.
Hey,
So
Anthony.
congratulations, sisters. I'm so proud that
Thank you,
I'm so happy
everybody.
that you're still doing what you love doing. And shout out to Matthew, everybody, because our friend Matthew, he's a dancer and everything, but he loves tennis also. And he plays, and I've even got to see him play once, you know, and it was through video, which I saw him. We didn't get to talk about it last week, but an arrest was made in the murder of Tupac Shakur, and they have been talking about it finally. Yeah, so Keefe D was arrested because he was in jail, got out, did an interview, and was telling all the kind of stuff. And you didn't pull the trigger, but you was in the car.
Right.
And everybody that was in the car is dead, but except for you.
Yeah.
So you thinking you got
been smoking all his life.
What is the car when you get what is the car? He thought he had
immunity.
Immunity.
He probably thought he had passed the statute of limitations on the crime.
No, he thought he had immunity.
Well, why would you think that?
I don't know, but that's what they said. That's why he thought he had immunity, and he did the interview with the guy, and he was just like telling off the story and this and another. They went right at the house and found all kind of shit and this and another. And this is part of the interview.
Tupac pulled out a gun.
It looked like he was reaching. Yeah, it did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you actually see a gun?
No, shit. Once he got the reaching, I got the ducking.
So someone from your car
what
started shooting at Tupac and Shook.
So Orlando shot across Dre?
He leaned over on the window. We rolled down the window, popped.
Who was it?
They would drove on my side. I would have popped them. You know what I'm saying? But they was on the.
It should, but you know, I think the part that's crazy, you know, that how did he not think anything would come of that? You witnessed a murder and you didn't even say anything. And knowing that they've been trying to find out who did this for years and years and years and years, and you still didn't say anything. People just, people running their mouth just amazes me.
Hell, I probably wouldn't say anything either if I was there. I'm sure I wouldn't have. Because then you become a target yourself.
But now,
back then, you would have been a huge target. You probably wouldn't even survive police protection.
Hello.
Well, he may not survive jail either.
And I wonder how long he was out this time before, like, the interview and all that, before you went back. That was crazy. But I'm glad that, you know, it finally happened. Right, and there's no immunity on no statute of limitation on murder. Yeah, I did hear that too. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Because just the obstruction of justice alone.
Yeah.
And then you can say, "Oh, I had nothing to do with it," but who's left to corroborate your story?
Right.
Everybody gone.
So they're going to get you.
Yeah.
So that's the perfect time to come out. This ain't nobody else to say if I did or didn't.
Right, but the thing about it is that
you got to face all the
he's going to have to take the fall.
Yeah.
Because he can't say, "Oh, I was just along for the ride," because since all the are dead, nobody's going to say, "Yeah, that's true."
He in the front seat.
Child.
But what you think prompted him to want to tell it on himself? Because he did an interview with DJ Vlad, and he was telling some damning stories, right? So, like, what made him want to like talk so freely about a murder that he was a part of? And I think someone said he wrote a book or something as well. Like, I wonder, was his conscience just killing the fuck out of him? Was Tupac visiting this nigga in his sleep? Like, you know, sleepless night.
Yeah, I think he wanted the notoriety of saying that.
Go back to jail, though?
His name will go down in association with Tupac's murder.
Oh, that's something.
Bitch, please.
But honey. But they gonna get when he not gonna be in prison long. They gonna get him soon as he get in. They gonna find him hanging somewhere in a cell.
Oh, it was his nephew that was the shooter.
And he's deceased now. Yep, he gonna get that.
Oh, definitely gonna get that. We're gonna go to commercial break and we'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Hey! Glory to God. Glory! My. Hallelujah! Thank you, Jesus. I thank God for being here. I thank God for being here. I thank God for being here. Hey!
Good afternoon, parents. Good afternoon, boys and girls. Shut the fuck up. Hey!
Not nice.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
You need to leave? No, bitch.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
What you wish for?
I wish a nigga would.
Adam, you can't say everything I say.
Okay.
Shut up, y'all. Church.
What? Oh, shit.
Oh, Trent. No need to hide now, baby. Honey, you tried to duck.
I didn't know we would come back in that soon.
Like to duck.
Oh
my God! But that child, that first child, all that.
He said, "No, bitch."
Whoa her completely.
That boy, how he was having a bad day at that age.
It looked like they were in preschool. Oh, they don't even look like kindergarten.
And Yang put him right on up. Come here.
These kids are crazy. My kids talk about anxiety, depression. Bitch, I ain't know nothing about anxiety when I was in 10th grade. But these kids have anxiety out the ass.
But you had it though.
Didn't even know if I had anxiety or depression. You know, didn't know nothing about it.
At 5 years old, depressed.
Child, Mama had let that little baby have it with that dodo. I'm sorry. She
Yes,
said,
she
"Oh
did.
shit." She hit the baby, told that baby over. The baby looked like,
Damn, what I did to you.
okay. She had bought him something after that. Bought her something.
I'm sure.
It's time for general topics. I had a topic come from one of the viewers here at Our Point of View. It said, does your popularity or longevity make you legendary in the community? Why or why not? And if so, do we, the people, make that decision?
Does your popularity or your longevity
make you legendary in the community?
Make you legendary.
Why or why not? And if so, do we, the people, make the decision? I think your popularity and longevity, your popularity and what you do in the community makes you legendary in your community, not in the community as a whole. Because there are people in like cities that don't, go anywhere outside of their city, but they've been doing things in their city. They've made moves and stuff in their city. They've housed people. They've done many things in the community for their, their community, period. Not just like their city, but like their community. And it says legendary in the community. Now, as a whole, and this whole realm of like stuff, that's kind of different.
Yeah.
Because I was at a pageant in Kentucky, and they want to give an award to an individual who was legendary in their community. And you know, she's been around for years and she's done things, but they want to give her flowers while she was there, you know, and so she could see that she was loved and stuff like that. So that's how I think you become legendary in your community, by doing the work for the community and being there and being present and helping, and that kind of person, and your reputation speaks for itself, you know, and people notice that type of thing. I think the legendary status as a whole in our community, in the realm of the gay community, is totally different. And sometimes people can give you the status and you ain't.
No, correct. Yeah. That is correct. Because I'm not really sure. I mean, the two can go together, but being popular does not necessarily equal legendary to me.
No, it doesn't.
Because there's a lot of people that are popular that are doing a bunch of nothing.
Right.
So I just think that the longevity piece definitely is a part of it, because you know, you're something that continues to be around and continue to evolve over time.
Yeah.
And then the impressions that you make over that time, in my opinion, is what makes you legendary, and the connections that you make and the reach that you have just by your name alone. That makes you, I think that makes you legendary.
So the popularity can go with the legendary. With the longevity.
But it depends on what you're popular for. You could be popular for sucking dick.
Well, I think the popular piece comes with the longevity part.
Yeah.
But just because you're popular alone does not add the legendary piece, but it can go reverse.
So I think
it can add the longevity though.
I think people use the word loosely. I mean, it's a word that's used loosely, but it really doesn't matter to me. If you say that you're legendary, that's you. For me, when I think of like somebody being legendary, because it's a lot of girls who've been around for 15, 20, 30 years, and you ain't made me know it at all. Because legendary, when I think of legendary, I think of like moments that I can say, this bitch did this bitch did this. Like, she has turned the party this. She was the first person to do this. She did this, she did this. But just you being around for 20-some years, bitch, you ain't no legend to me. You just been around for 20-some years.
Yeah. And then sometimes you can do legendary things, or you can have legendary moments.
I was going to say a moment.
It's those moments, but multiple moments make someone legendary. To me, it's not your longevity, because you could be around for 20-some years and have been the fool for 20-some years, and this is just whatever.
So you'll be a legendary fool.
You'll be a legendary fool, though.
But you know what? Like y'all said, sometimes that word is used too loosely. I think legend, to become legend, you have to be a consistent great. I'm not just good at it, but great at it. Every time you put out content or something for somebody to consume, you make sure you putting out your absolute best. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Sam Fine is legendary to me. One of the best makeup artists in the world to me, but everything he put out, Kevin Aquan, everything they put out was top notch, and it makes you become legendary for being great. Now, people do use that word loosely now. You could be a legend for anything. A bitch out 3 years, you know. Oh, that bitch a legend. Where?
Right.
Where?
Right.
This bitch gay mama still tucking her. Bitch. Legendary.
I can't stand
bitch. That whole hips down.
A mouthful.
Her hips down to her motherfucking knees. What you mean, legendary? That bitch titty too small for that big ass back. What you mean, legendary? What?
Well, you know, I think people, since the word is subjective anyway to me, and it's like, you know, depending on the people that you're around, they might feel that they put you on this pedestal to make you feel like you are legendary.
Yeah.
To the next person, you could be a legend to one group, and the next person be like, "Hey, my name is this. Who are you?" They have no idea who you are. And I think it's very few people that are popular. I mean, that are real legends, because you can be popular, but I might not know who you are at all in my social circle.
And the girl told me here, like one of the old school girls, she told me because they had made a thing about legendary girls in Houston or something like that. And some of the girls, we were kikiing about it because some of the girls hadn't been doing drag for probably like 7 years or some 5 years. I'm like, wow. And so she was like, she's like, girl, you're not even legendary. I said, oh, okay. Well, thank you. You know,
she said that to you?
Uh-huh. She told me, she said, you're not legendary. I said, oh, okay. But I might not be legendary, but I've had some iconic moments though, a couple of them. You know. So and she said, well, you have had some iconic moments. I said,
but
so
what was her ideal of a legend?
I don't know, but I told her, I said, well, I take the icon status. You don't got to give me legendary, because I wasn't on this list, and that's what we was talking about. She was on the list. And I was like, you know, she said,
definitely should have been on that list.
And she said that you're not. I say, I take the. I'm not legendary.
Your name should have been right under Tommy and LaWanda.
But I told her, I say, I take it. You know, it's
more booked than
fine.
Chevelle in my
It's
life.
fine with me. But you know, I've had some iconic moments, and so she said, well, yeah, you're an icon. I said, oh, okay. I take that too. It doesn't matter. I don't have to be a legendary icon or icon. I'm Chevelle Brooks.
But you know what? The thing is, for me, some people take it so serious when you use those titles, legends and your icon. It means really nothing, you guys. It really means
exactly. I gave that's why I told her. I say you can give me. They don't have to put me as the legend. They don't have to put me as the icon. They don't have to put me as anything. I name myself Chevelle Brooks.
It's so
as long as you speak that, I'm okay.
If somebody book you and they say, "Oh, I got the icon Chevelle, I got the legend," whatever they are booking you because they want you to do whatever service that you do for their audience or whatever.
But I do like the people to have their legendary status bestowed upon them, because some people been so instrumental in the art form and whatever business they in that they really do become legendary. Some people don't even like the title.
Don't give it to them for some bullshit though.
For some bullshit. This comedian was on that Miss Pat show, and somebody said, "Oh, let me get a picture. You so legendary." He said, "I ain't no motherfucking legend." He said, "I ain't old." He said, "That mean old and about to die." I said, "Oh."
People often say if you find yourself attracted to a friend, you should never say anything or act on those feelings. Do you agree with this, Neil?
Oh, come on, Neil.
No, because well, of my 3 boyfriends, 2 of us started out as friends. So the friendship blossomed into something else. So I think friendship plays a major role into other things. And when you're friends with people, to me, I find it's easier to communicate because we're already friends. We kind of know each other, and it's just easier for me. One, we started off on just not friends, and we grew a friendship, but it didn't start from the beginning. The other 2, we were friends, and it blossomed into other things. So you should definitely tell your friends, because you don't want to miss out on your blessing, because it's been a blessing to know my 2 friends in another type of way.
Hey, boy, you crazy as shit.
Oh boy, I'm telling you, you should have known it was gonna go that way.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
And I was listening so hard. I was like, come on.
Because baby, listen, because it was like he's
really
about to
good.
get real profound here, but it flipped to typical Neil Bone. I'm not gonna miss out on no ass because of no friendship.
Okay, Dominique.
What I think it can depend, because some people, it changes the dynamic of the friendship.
Yeah.
And so I think that that's why people say that, especially if it's not reciprocal. And so, and you know, because you know, sometimes people will tend to withdraw from you because they know that you have those feelings towards them. So I think that sometimes it can change the dynamic of the friendship.
Yeah, I agree.
So you have to be
I
very
agree.
careful when you reveal something like that, and you have to really know who you're saying something like that to. And if
And
you say that to them, and then they can say, well, you know, I don't like you that way, but you know, I'm good, and y'all can move on. Okay, that's one thing. But some people, it ruins the friendship.
Yeah, I can't move past it.
And like, do they reciprocate some of the because you know, if you feel that way, you're gonna send your flirtatious moments out. Do they give that back, or are you just like seeing that in another way? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whatever they're doing back, are you seeing that? Are you taking that they moments as a flirt? And it's really not that, and so you don't want to get embarrassed and be like.
But you'll know the feeling if somebody like you like that. It's the way they take care of you and the way they see you, even in that friend. Like sometimes some people can be like overprotective of you, and sometimes it can be a good thing because if you start, a lot of people are everything in a relationship to their partner except their friend.
Correct.
And so they don't take time to enjoy the person because when people hear relationship, they automatically be on some type of guard that fucks up their mental and everything, right? So, but if we friends, we give each other more grace. We help each other more. You know, we have a camaraderie first, and now it can be a love thing too. You know, so now I know how to treat you and how to take care of you in those moments. But I don't know. But if it's really good friendship, don't fuck it up.
Yeah.
I love my friends.
That was a great story.
We know.
That was a great story, Nia.
I was just telling you, like, it grew into something else. And my friends, we just have one rule: don't embarrass each other. And so, if I go out with them, I'm not gonna do anything crazy. If they come to my scene and it's like, oh, we're gonna go out together, my friend is that he's not gonna do anything. He's gonna be there and like, okay, let's chill out.
So would you have your other boyfriend met each other before? Have they had sex with each other before?
No.
Is that allowed?
No.
Okay.
Oh.
Who said you would say gay daddy before y'all dated?
Oh no, now y'all going too far.
Teron said Neil was my gay daddy before we dated.
What?
Is that true?
Neil, you can't fuck the children, Neil. What about the children? What about the children?
He said we bounced back. Neil, is that true?
Talk about it.
But you have said on the show before, a family that plays together, stays together. You have said that many times.
But that don't mean that don't mean that they had intercourse with each other. They probably played with. Well, I'm just assuming. I'm hoping. So let me just, you know, I went in answering like I was there, and I'm just really gonna hope and pray that my friend.
I guess Neil said nickel, dime, penny, penny. Kim folk pussy better than any.
Yes.
Now what? What did you just say?
That's a white person.
Yes, it is.
Me and my people arguing.
Do you think that relationships still have the same value as they did 5 to 10 years ago?
Fuck no.
No. They definitely don't.
Yes.
Do you really think so?
Neil?
Yeah, because the relationship, I think people think relationship as traditional relationships, what your mom and daddy are like, or older relatives. You see couples for 20, 30, 40 plus years. Your relationship is defined by you and that one other individual. It's not defined by what y'all think. So as long as me and the other person I'm in a relationship with, as long as we are cool, it's not for y'all to understand the dynamics of my relationship. So,
which makes it different from relationships in the
from
past.
5 to 10 years ago.
Yeah,
no,
like at least especially 20 years ago.
Even 5 to 10 years ago, relationships had a thing. Jada, Pink, and Simple. We were talking about earlier. That was 5+ years ago.
Yeah.
They have their dynamics of their relationship. It doesn't have to make sense to you.
But the overall, well, let's take it from that. But the overall consensus of what relationships are thought to be, do you think that we have veered so far from that?
I think that's the problem, that people have this idea of what they think it should be, and gay people or people that live these alternative lifestyles, they want these traditional relationships, but you're living an alternative lifestyle, so it kind of like.
So you should be in an alternative relationship.
I mean, I just feel like it's different. Like, why do you feel the need to be confined to traditional conventions and you are living this alternative lifestyle? Like, live your freedom and what you want to define as a relationship.
But everybody don't live an alternative lifestyle, though.
Well, I'm saying alternative lifestyle as far as gay individuals or non-binary or just anything outside of the heterosexual norm is an alternative lifestyle.
But I don't think that sexuality has anything to do with that. I don't think your sexuality should define what type of relationship that you're in. I mean, a relationship is a relationship. And if you're monogamous and if that's what you believe in, it has nothing to do with sexuality.
So what is your belief? You believe in monogamy?
That's just your values. That's just what you believe. In my opinion, I think that as time goes on, people lack. But Trent and I just talked about this earlier, Chevelle, when you went offline. We talked about that the values of people have changed. The discipline of people have changed. And because I lack the discipline to do this thing, we're going to move the measuring stick and we're going to change it because I don't have what it takes to stay within these boundaries. That's just what I think.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, who sets the boundaries?
But here's the thing, because it takes discipline to maintain a monogamous relationship, and I think as time goes on, people their values of life are changing, so they change the spectrum. That's just my take on it.
I feel like like the boundaries, like, who are the people change the boundaries? And if I think realistically, if a lot of these celebrities, Kobe Bryant, Shaq, all these people, they cheated on their wives multiple times. So I don't know why people don't feel like the bitch that's making $30,000 a year not gonna cheat on them. Like, people do things, and just because somebody has sex with somebody else does not make or break my relationship, because you don't went and had sex with somebody else. So that's why I was like, it just.
But your boyfriends can't have sex with each other, right?
No, and I want to have sex with somebody that they did things with either.
Okay.
But I just feel like it's just the boundaries of whatever you could find as rules for your relationship. Because dominating relationships don't have to make sense to me.
So people are being more free and more open these days, what you're saying?
Yes, and I think you should be free.
But these days, not in 5 to 10 years ago, what we were talking about earlier. These days.
For me, I think.
But you live in a polyamorous relationship, so you good.
No, I don't live in poly, because poly, that would be all of us doing stuff together. We don't all do stuff together. We don't all like.
Oh, y'all don't?
No, not together. Like, we do stuff with other people.
They don't do stuff together, but this couple, him and this person do stuff with other people. Okay. And this person and that person do stuff with other people. And is that right, Neil? Because I need to get. Okay.
You need clarification, Chevelle.
Yeah. But them two that he go together don't do anything together. But I would think that them two that you go together with, y'all would do stuff together and leave everybody else on the out. But no.
opposed to certain things, but other dynamics, so I'm like, it just don't work out like that.
Well, as long as it works for you, it works.
Yeah, I mean that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Headache.
Are you in love? Are you in love with all three of them?
Yes.
Or are you in love with any of them? Are you in love with all three of them?
He said yes. Oh, come on now.
Yes, all three of them like provide something different and exciting, and it's definitely one person who is above everybody else, and everybody knows that this one person is like
it's number one.
It's the head of the class, but everybody else, we have a good line of communication.
Do you have either one on your emergency contact?
Oh yes.
Okay, it's serious. You doing that? You live in that?
Now we getting a clear understanding.
Yes, clear and concise. He live in that King George song. I can't have one woman, gotta have three.
That part. Here today and gone tomorrow. We see people every day spending a lot of money on trips, concert, clothes, shoes, dates, sex, but are not saving for the future. Do you think most people lack? Do you think most people lack financial literacy? Yeah, because I really hate when I see y'all doing the most on social media. And I know social media is like, that's where you're supposed to like floss your shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but you floss your shit. But then some come on here talking about what they need to pay for their bills and this, that, and the third, but you done got dressed up to go to the Beyonce concert. Or you spent all this money for the Beyonce concert. And mind you, some didn't get their tickets the day of, or other week of, or this, that, and so you spent all this money. But we follow you, we see you in our timeline and we see you talk about shit.
Mm-hmm.
But you at the concert talking about everybody on mute. Or you might call your girlfriend and say, you got such and such, and let me borrow, da, 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 da. Bitch, I didn't even go to the concert. Or I didn't even do da, 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 da.
The older I get, like it used to bother me years ago, but now I don't. As long as you're not asking me for money, what you do with your money, that's on you. I'm not giving my money out to other people because I work for my money to do the things I want to do. I don't necessarily want to go to a Beyonce concert, but I'm still, on the other hand, I was going to spend $100 to go eat out every night between eating and drinking. So, I think people just do what works for them. And that's just my thought.
But don't be on there talking about the GoFundMe's and this, that, and asking people for this, that, and the third.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm. So what you saying? They need to start planning for the unexpected part of life too.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. But only thing people ever promote in life is go live your best life. They don't go tell them prepare for their best death. You know what I'm saying? So they have all these gowns.
I'll prepare for your hard time.
Yeah, they have all these stuff, but no one gives a fuck about it. So just leave them out. Sooner or later, they'll dissipate and dig your own little hole. Throw them in there.
I don't like it. Dominique.
I definitely do. I think people just lack discipline, period.
They're not taught that neither, though. People ain't taught that. That's the conversation they don't have.
Mm-mm.
It's about death and
People
preparing.
aren't taught that. Part of it is how you're raised.
Yes.
And if your parents not teach you things or your family, then sometimes as adults, we have to learn things on our own. We have to learn things that somebody else might have learned when they was 15 years old. I'm learning at 25.
Right.
Yeah. So,
but
okay, sorry.
What got me? Life got me. And it hit me hard when I got sick and it was unexpected. And I'm just out here not even caring about. I'm doing drag, I'm doing shows. I might, if I get a job, I have a job. If I don't, I don't. I ain't saving nothing. I'm doing this and that and the third.
Mm-hmm.
But when you just so unexpectedly have a life-altering situation that throws you in the hospital and you don't have nothing,
Yeah.
That was before COVID. You know, that was when I was like 30 something years old, and you're supposed to be living your best life at that point. But at that point, you are supposed to be getting your affairs in order. Your 20s is cute and all that kind of stuff like that. But you know, your 30s are vastly approaching.
Yeah.
And life is happening. And us in our community, we constantly clubbing and we doing stuff and we living this life and we living this fast life, but we're not thinking, you know, you're getting older, and so you need to like figure out what you're gonna do when you get old.
Yeah.
And so I never thought about like life insurance and saving money and all that kind of stuff like that. That's why I'm very frugal about things now that I even do for myself, and I have to even say, oh, you're welcome to splurge on yourself today. Well, I might work a lot, but I still don't splurge on myself like that.
Because you got to make yourself earn that splurge.
I have to make myself earn that splurge.
I do believe every single paycheck I get, I splurge. I do something for yourself alone, because you're working, and if you're working just to pay the bills, then you're not really enjoying life to me. So
and see, and I can say that, but you know, with me, I think because I love doing drag and I love getting new things. When I buy stuff for Chevelle to do the show, that's splurging to me. But like today, I bought me some beats. Yesterday, I bought some beats. This is for Chevelle every day. You know what I'm saying? I won't do stuff like that. But I would love to get Chevelle Brooks a new wig and this and that, because that's, you know, I love that kind of stuff. That, you know, when I do stuff like this for me, I have to like really think like, okay, girl, do you need that? Do you want that? Do you love that? You know. But I'm also thinking I love drag, and I'm finna pay my bills with this too, and I'm finna make it back.
Yeah.
Because you also have people, everything they get, they spend.
Yes.
And then if the lights get cut off, they don't have nothing in the bank, or the tire on the car blows out.
Yeah.
They can't even go buy a tire on the car. So I don't think that any of us are saying don't do things for yourself, but don't do so much for yourself that if you have an emergency situation, you can't take care of whatever that situation is.
And now you got to depend on the mercy of other people telling you, oh, you should have called me yesterday. I had it then. Or, oh, child, I ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? You got to
and then you get mad when somebody tells you they can't do it for
these
you.
Antibiotics because I ain't got no money to buy my medicine. I just came from the ER.
Yeah.
You should have something.
I refuse to buy a T-shirt with a bitch face on there because they don't pass. I'm just not doing that.
Oh, Neil.
I'm not buying a T-shirt with somebody's face on there.
Oh my God!
Wait a minute!
Oh my God!
What is going on?
Want no fish plate? Or no goddamn fish plate?
Somebody said something about a fish plate. Like, girl,
well, I love a fish plate.
I guess I love a fish plate.
I'm gonna go. If y'all put some season on this damn Christmas, I'm gonna buy your fish plate. Who was it?
Two of them.
How your total sauce?
Listen, and here's the funny thing about it all, and especially for our community, because I see a lot of people out. When you go out, you spend like at least $10 to get inside of a club. You buy your first drink, it's gonna be anywhere from $10 to $15. That's $25, right? You can get insurance for paying that once a month. So to make sure you have some insurance that when you die, that your family is not scrambling to try to bury you, because it can be a bit embarrassing, because less than $20 you can have insurance per month.
But wait, Trent, you said it could be who is embarrassing for? Because they gone.
Yeah.
Well, damn.
Right.
He done gave a whole Colonial Insurance commercial for y'all.
He sure did.
Yeah, Penn State.
But who is embarrassing? They gone. The people sitting up raising money for the family. The family don't know that y'all raising. They don't know y'all that y'all raising money, but y'all doing it because y'all care and y'all love for that person.
Ron Lovelace, they said whole life insurance. Get you some whole life
you
insurance.
Know,
$20, $25 a month.
Get your
Take care of
affairs in order
yourself
before you go. Make sure you got your shit together. We're gonna go to commercial break. We'll be right back.
Most people are not using their faith. They're looking for feedback. So most people when God tells you to give it away, you would have to use faith to do that. Instead of using your faith, you're using feedback. So I need people to give me likes. I need them to pay for my stuff. I need them to tell me this is what they want to hear. And God said, I have never asked you to do anything by feedback. I ask you to do it by faith. We walk by feedback? No, we walk by faith. Most people are looking for the next thing they do. What worked last time? Let's get some feedback so we know the next thing that's going to blow up. We have never, ever done anything because of feedback. We've done it because of faith. And that's when God blesses it. That's when you don't have to have a marketing department and God will blow the thing up. That's when you don't have a team and God allows one person to see it or post it or impact somebody. And this is what I wrote down after this. Ooh, I feel the presence of God at 11:17. Feedback can inform us, but it cannot give us identity. And if you let the feedback give you identity, then you will always be living by feedback and not by faith. Most people are.
That was nice. Dominique, you muted.
Oh, sorry. Is it just us?
Yes. Yeah, Chevelle is, she's not walking by faith.
She decided she needed to go to the bathroom, I think.
She can't be great over there.
Oh, Lord.
But you know what? It's so many people that live by like whatever by feedback, and they feed off feedback of other people and not being really true to themselves, but true to trying to impress other people and have other people like, click, comment under them. That was a really nice message.
Yeah. I mean, I used to seek people's approval on certain things and just in life general, but I have definitely grown out of that phase to where I just don't care. If you don't co-sign, if you don't like, it does not matter to me. And I'm so glad that I got to that place because living by people's approval is such it drains you. It's very draining to need that. And then when you don't get it, it puts you into this depressive state. Exactly. Puts you in this depressive state because you're not getting that. So when you get to that self-approval phase, it seems like that's when you really start to thrive because you're moving in your own space, in your own time, as you're wanting to do it. And I think that's when you really grow and develop because you're using muscles that you never really used before.
That you never really
and
used.
That's why that'd be like my.
I got that from a friend of mine. I got that from a friend of mine this week, and I've listened to it like at least 3 times this week because it's a profound word. He really, it's. I think he wrote that for himself.
What was it?
But
again, I missed it.
It was really great.
We'll play it again. How about that? Play it again.
Most people are not using their faith. They're looking for feedback. So most people, when God tells you to give it away, you would have to use faith to do that. Instead of using your faith, you're using feedback. So I need people to give me likes. I need them to pay for my stuff. I need them to tell me this is what they want to hear. And God said, I have never asked you to do anything by feedback. I ask you to do it by faith. We walk by feedback? No, we walk by faith. Most people are looking for the next thing they do. What worked last time? Let's get some feedback so we know the next thing that's going to blow up. We have never, ever done anything because of feedback. We've done it because of faith. And that's when God blesses it. That's when you don't have to have a marketing department and God will blow the thing up. That's when you don't have a team and God allows one person to see it or post it or impact somebody. And this is what I wrote down after this. Ooh, I feel the presence of God at 11:17. Feedback can inform us, but it cannot give us identity. And if you let the feedback give you identity, then you will always be living by feedback and not by faith. Most people are.
Wow.
Yeah, very much
Wow.
so. Because how many people do you know?
Wow.
Their very existence is based off of other people.
And your feedback is not always good feedback. And that can drive you crazy.
Absolutely crazy.
Well, I just think that goes into like people knowing themselves and being true to themselves, and because some people I feel do things off of reaction of other people. They want to get a reaction.
Oh, I know a lot of people that do that.
They do a lot of things like that, and in this community, especially to me, this is my opinion, not all people. And pageant community, pageant is a subjective thing. You're constantly being judged on something. When you're on stage or when you're off stage, you feel like people are judging you. So some people feel they have to conform or do things to get the likes of other people. And they never really have a chance to be true to themselves, because if they are themselves, they feel that these people who they're trying to impress would not really gravitate to the truth, their true being. When in actuality, if you start out being your true being, people will be forced. They might not like you at the beginning, but they will be forced to deal with, this is who Neil is. This is who this person is. And you might not like what comes out my mouth a lot of times. You might not like the things I do, but I'm giving you my authentic self. I'm not going to ever give you a replica of who I think I should be doing or being at that moment.
But when you deal with, go ahead. I'm sorry, Trent.
But how does one get to that point? Because a lot of people don't even understand how to get to that point.
I think
because they're always seeking approval of other people.
Yeah,
and that's why they post the things that they post. Because you see people that post stuff, and you be like, "Child, why did you post that?" Like,
I feel a lot of people that if Chevelle and Trent get into it, people would insert themselves into y'all beef and make a whole status about it, but they might not tag Trent about it, but they're comment about it.
Yeah.
And so, like, why are you inserting yourself in something that has nothing to do with you? And I think people lack self-confidence and self-esteem. And I can't teach you how to be more confident in yourself. Bitch, that's something that your parents should taught you, or something that's later. I can't teach you that. So I think a lot of people suffer from self-esteem and self-confidence.
And then you kind of have to, I think you have to get to yourself. And I think a lot of people always have to be within a group or within a crowd. And so that's where they're drawing all of their identity and strength from. And I mean, let's just be clear that, when you really think about the gay community, it's a lot of it is based off of superficial stuff. It's based off of material stuff. It's based off of what you look like. So that's why you find these people that are always sick, because they want that, because they see these other people getting all of this attention and they want that. So they do what they feel that they need to do to conform, which, we've had this conversation before also, Trent, that's why you find girls who won't stop getting stuff done to their faces and to their bodies, because they hear all of these other, oh my gosh, she is just so sickening, and body, and this. And so they say, well, maybe if I just get this thing done one more time, that's going to get me there. And so they just keep striving, they keep pushing, and they just keep trying. And so, yeah.
And it starts too very young, because we all seek approval at an early age, because even if it's just approval from our parents that we're doing something good, or as you get into school, to be acknowledged for honor roll and all this stuff, everybody wants to be important and everybody wants someone to know their name. That's what we need to understand about people. Everybody wants to be known for something. Hence why we have Facebook. Everybody has an opinion and a voice now. But it's not unusual to want that thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not unusual. Unusual. You should want, you feel more comfortable when you're in spaces and people. Oh, that's Nia. Hi, Nia. How you doing? As opposed to going to a strange land and no one knows who you are. Nobody don't even think enough to, hey, can I get you a drink, or how are you enjoying the show? Anything but we all want to be important and known for something, but it's how you go about it sometimes as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I mean, but you have to also realize that you can have it, but you just may not have it like that person has it.
Right. Right. It's true.
And I think a lot of that, like people see that, like, okay, me and Trent doing the same thing, but he got this and I only got this. So now I'm feeling some type of way about him. And so I think that right there plays a major factor in it. And also, if you want that lifestyle, you got to be able to deal with the pros and the cons of that as well.
It comes with that. And you can't be afraid of criticism neither. You know, everybody ain't gonna like what you do. Sometimes when people make their comments, sometimes, you know, dissect it a little bit and say, hey, could I change this a little bit? Could this be different? You know what I'm saying? But you don't have to beat yourself up, because somebody even as great as a Beyonce, you got to understand that she's not only reading that good stuff, she's reading the bad stuff too. What can I work on? How can I make the next show better? Because that's how you get better, when you hear constructive criticism in a way. And even when people trying to be mean or something, you still can take something out of it. You know what I'm saying?
You still can. I mean, all of us are on this platform, so I'm sure at some point somebody disagree with what we've said.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Even when you decide to do a platform like this, or any platform where you put yourself out there for people, people will support you one day, and also people might dislike what you say.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes,
but
Lord.
some people don't know how to. I'm not gonna let you know, me personally. I'm not gonna let you know that you got the best of me. No day. Like you are not. I'm not giving you that satisfaction. And it's like, okay, I understand what you're saying. I listen to what you're saying, and I might go and apply some of those things, but I'm not going to cry and whimper if somebody doesn't agree with what I said.
But you know, you have to also be very clear in with where you fit in the world, because something may not be for you, and you know. And Trent is a perfect example, right? He does all of this makeup for all of these stars, but he's still successful in his rightful place in the scheme of things. He's not shooting for what they have. He knows, this is my lane.
Yeah.
That's your lane. I'm going to help you with my success and my talent to help aid you in what you're doing. And I think that everybody thinks that they have to be where somebody else is. No, figure out where you fit in.
Where you fit in
the scheme of things, and be the best of wherever it is that you're meant to be. Everything is not meant for everybody.
True. That's true.
You can't do what the person next to you is doing.
Right.
How do you feel about a national pageant? We're gonna change it up a little bit. How do you feel about a national pageant changing from preliminary system to having potential contestants apply, and a committee decides which ones get to compete? How do you feel about a national pageant changing from preliminary system, which means they will have preliminaries to get to this national system, to having potential contestants apply to be in the pageant, and then the committee decides on, out of these people that apply, these are the people who gets to compete?
Wow.
Wow.
Well,
for me personally, what, Neil? Go
I'll
ahead.
say on the flip end, whoever that committee is, at least you know that if 13 people or 15 people apply and we say we only these 8 people, then you pretty much know these 8 people, this is who we see, this is who we want, this is who represents, to me, our brand. And whichever one of them may the best woman or man win, but we'll be happy to have any one of these 8 individuals.
Okay.
So is it more like a members only type of thing? Because what would qualify one to compete and one not to be able to compete? Is it like trying to get into a fraternity or a sorority? You know, like, what are they making a pageant? It's not inclusive anymore. You know,
it's very ironic that you bring this up, because that's what Mr. America is going to.
Oh wow.
They announced at the pageant that there's not going to be any more preliminaries. That I don't know all of the logistics, so I don't want to misspeak. But from the way that I understood it, the people will apply to compete, and then there will be like a committee of stakeholders or something like that that will decide the top 20 contestants that get to compete at the national system. So I'm not really I have not heard what that criteria would be, what that application process would necessarily be, but that's something that they're going to.
Because I
Wow.
would think it's like an audition process.
You're right.
And that you will have to go through for them to decide if you're going to compete. Because now I would think that there will be favoritism there.
Right. That.
In the selection. Because if that's the case, just say didn't nobody know who Noah's Ark was. And this is a guy who only done 2 pageants from my understanding. And on his second pageant, he won Mr. Continental. So y'all wouldn't pick him because you don't know who he is. You never seen what he does,
right,
or anything like that as competition wise as a competitor. So how when you and he don't get chosen for that, but everybody out of 20, you and just say it's 18 boys or 15 boys that is former national title holders that you put in this competition, then the other 5 is people that y'all just threw in there. But the people that you threw in there, one of them 5 won the pageant over all them 15.
Yeah.
So that could have been Noah's Ark.
Right. I don't think they think that through well.
So how do you do that? How do you do this process, and how do you pick these people? So, okay, back in the day when EOY first started, I remember you had to be elected in your city or state or something like that, and then people vote on in your state who goes to EOY. And so they picked like the top 3 out of all the votes, because they would put, like here in Houston, Texas, we had a magazine called The Twit. And then they were nominated, and you put those people into that nomination, and there would be a thing. You start voting on the girls that you want to go to National Entertainer of the Year. Those 3 people that got the top 3 votes were the 3 people that went to National Entertainer of the Year. So that could be a way, but like this way, I just don't see that.
And how does the king work? How does the king work?
So from which once again I hate to misspeak because but so I don't want to. So I don't know the logistics of how this is all going to work. But as I get that development from Simple, I will definitely,
I wish Simba can come on and tell us
bring
about
that
it.
to the table. But I do know that they're going to this particular process, so it's very ironic that Chevelle asked the question because this was just brought out last week.
And what if I'm a known ugly entertainer, and you reject my application? Now I feel discriminated against. Like that don't make sense.
I mean, like Chevelle said. I mean, I don't know anything about this, but it could possibly lead to people thinking some biased situation is playing, like it's biased somewhere, versus just let people do a preliminary and hey, I have never done a pageant, never did your system, but I might come and rock your preliminary.
Right. And they're gonna miss out on great opportunities for people to come out of nowhere, like a Noah Ark, whatever his name is, and win on their first try.
Okay, Timothy said, "What's the difference? What's the difference? Basically, judges are judging you just as they do in a pageant. They are judging you early. Y'all y'all have said in pageant world, I have to go because this coming some movement. Y'all have said in pageant world, you are being judged as soon as you walk in the building. Yeah, as soon as you walk in the building.
But you still have to present yourself on stage because I can.
But you still have to present yourself.
I can want Chevelle to win or Dominique to win all day, but they still have to go through the process to get to that.
You still have to go through the process.
You would come in and turn registration upside down, be the best dressed and everything. Right.
I mean, Nikki Bonet for years turned registration.
Baby.
Thank you.
And they asked her why she wanted to be Miss Black Universe. She said, "Go vote."
What? She said what?
Go vote.
Why she want to be Miss Black Universe? She said, "Go vote."
Shout out to Nikki.
See, now you're not gonna even explain
Shout
the
out to Nikki
situation. Okay.
Trendsetter. She was a trendsetter over there. Shout out.
I mean, she turned registration every year, but you still have to go through the process of get on stage and compete in the categories.
Well, at least this will allow contestants that they really truly don't want not to waste their time, energy, or money coming to compete for the system when they know that they probably won't even have a legitimate fair chance. So, I mean, if that weeds that out, then I mean,
I'll definitely add. I get because this was just announced last week, so I'll definitely ask him what that process is going to, the selection process after are they going to have to submit a video of them performing on stage,
right?
Or doing, it would be very interesting I'll have to ask him, and as soon as I find that out, I'll definitely let you guys know.
So members only club.
Timothy say they think folks are biased in the pageant, as you have talked in here before. Pageants have been pulled for people in the past. I like this idea. It's like a job application. If you don't meet the requirement on your resume, you don't get an interview. Well,
but with job applications also, like in my field, you have you have to have open, and you have 30-some people who apply for this position, and maybe out of that 30-some people, 20-something meet the minimum requirements. But you still don't interview 20-some people. We only bring 3 people to the table. So it's like you still have a selection process because you'll be interviewing with people all day.
And we can't compare pageants to a job because anybody like in the pageants USA, the universe organization, pageantry, well, we got our pageantry ideas from. They're not doing that. They're not doing that, and they have preliminaries, and anybody can compete for them preliminaries. And that's how you eliminate the people that get to the national.
Shout out to
and everybody's not, don't make the city preliminary because there's city preliminaries. There's regional preliminaries, there's state preliminaries, and then there's the national. It's elevation. So them people that don't succeed, that's in the city, if they don't get to the state and they don't make the state, they don't make it to the national. Or if they don't get to the regional, they don't make it to the national. So that's the elimination process right there for a pageant. That's the interviews and all of that to get there to the national. So that's the elimination process. So if they're not going to have preliminaries or anything like that, because there's Mr. Houston, Miss Houston America that takes you to Miss Texas America or Mr. Texas America. There's Miss Rio Grande Valley that takes you, that's the regional that takes you to the state, the national, which is Mr. or Miss America. There's things, process that you have to go through. You don't just jump into the national. Well, back then you didn't. At the Continentals and America, EOYs, those things. Now they have the other little nationals that you go, but normally in pageantry, they can do that. But this, we're talking about Mr. America, who has a standard that we have always talked about, rules and regulations of a pageant that has been set in stone for generations, years, over 30-something years.
Longevity. Legendary.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So this is kind of different, you know, for Mr. America to go through this type of change for a national pageant, you know, to go through. So it's kind of different. So we're gonna be here to see, you know, how it plays out.
What color the wall's gonna be?
Yeah.
We're gonna see that.
You know, I'm not here to we're not here to debate on anybody's rules and regulations of how they run their stuff. That's not what we do. We're here to give our point of view. And so whatever y'all choose to do, we're here to report it and see how it plays out. I agree. Maybe Miss Gay America discovered that their preliminary owners can no longer keep up with the expenses of a good pageant, and this is the reason to forsake prelims, have the top of top competing.
Not Miss America. This is not Miss America. This is the Mr. side.
Oh, do not talk about Miss America.
No. This is Miss America.
This has nothing to do with Miss Gay America.
No, this is the Mr. side.
Do not. Not talking about the Truck Drivers Guilds Association.
Please.
Okay, so listen, we'll figure it out. Thank y'all guys for tuning in to Our Point of View. Thank you, Neil. Thank you, Trent. Thank you, Dominique. We will see you guys next week for Our Point of View. Don't forget to please subscribe to Chevelle Brooks 75 on YouTube. Thank you, Coco. We welcome you back. We appreciate you.
Yes.
Yes. So we want to thank y'all so much for tuning in to Our Point of View. If you have something that you want us to talk about here on the show, please hit one of us up in our inbox and let us know that that's what y'all want us to talk about. If you want to advertise here, we more than welcome you to advertise here. Hit me up in my inbox, and I will definitely get you advertised and get you things that you need to know. If you want to hit us up individually on our Cash Apps, if you want to hit us in the Cash App, that is great. Thank you so much. We appreciate y'all. Don't forget, you can also go and listen to us on YouTube Music Podcast and search Our Point of View Podcast on YouTube Music. Thank y'all so much. Good night. Don't forget, Queen is December 10th in New Orleans. I am the Queen, and I will be giving up my title. I'll see y'all then.
All right.
Universe is coming up. Halloween weekend. Shout out to the Universe family.
Ooh, honey. I gotta go. Yes, God, honey, they had tuned in, baby. I gotta go. 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 If I tell you the kids had came in and tuned in tonight, baby. Yes, they did, honey. I hope y'all got y'all juice, cause guess what, baby? I got mine. I can tell y'all one thing. Y'all better tune in next week, baby, for the next episode of the Boom Boom Show. I gotta go. Honey, I gotta go. Yes, God, honey, they had tuned in, baby. Baby. Woo, honey. I gotta go. 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 I gotta go.